The following contest is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Making his way to the ring from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, weighing in at 204 pounds, Chris Jericho. Owen Hart.
Welcome back, everybody. It's main event time. 2 out of 3 fall submissions main event as requested by the viewers. This one came all the way from Australia. It was so good we had to work it in right away. Lionheart, Chris Jericho, the King of Harts, Owen Hart, 2 out of 3 fall submission. And that's the rules, my friends. Submission is the only way to pick up the fall in this one. There are no DQs. There are no countouts. Submissions must occur in the ring. But otherwise, anything goes as a means of getting your opponent to tap out. But not only do you have to make them tap out one time, you got to make them tap out 2 times. 2 times to get the victory. Here this week in Fantasy Warfare, and Chris Jericho taking quick advantage of the fact that there are no rules in this one. And he is wearing down the body of Owen Hart very early in this contest. But Owen grabs the kendo stick and hits Jericho back. And again across the spine. Tried for a third shot, but Jericho is there, sends Owen Hart into the ring steps. Nice knee to the kidneys by Jericho. Got to start working over that torso area, looking to hit the Lion Tamer or the walls of Jericho, depending on when you watch Chris Jericho. But in this era, it was the Lion Tamer, and he'll be looking to hit that on Owen Hart not once but twice. Nice alley-oop by the King of Hearts. Of course, Owen Hart will be looking to lock on the sharpshooter in this one. So it's a battle, the Lion Tamer and the sharpshooter here in this week's main event of WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. And if you're just tuning in our broadcast, we'd like to remind you that next week will not be a new episode of WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. It will be a best of episode as we get ready for our season finale on Friday night, July the 28th, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here at youtube.com/@BloodyBillBox. Next week's show will feature the top 10 most watched matches in the history of WWE 2K Fantasy Warfare, and including some of those matches were from before it was a weekly show and we were adding the commentary, music, and all the full 9 yards for those matches. They have been remixed with theme music and a music soundtrack underneath them. So be sure to come on back and relive some of the greatest matches in WWE 2K23 and 22 Fantasy Warfare history as we present the top 10 most viewed matches next Friday night right here at youtube.com/@BloodyBillBox. And then, of course, our season finale, a mega-sized episode, the longest episode in WWE 2K Fantasy Warfare history so far, will take place Friday night, July the 28th, 6 p.m. Eastern. And here we go. The Lion Tamer is locked on Owen Hart. Could we see our first submission of this contest? No, we will not. Owen Hart able to free himself from the Lion Tamer, so this one continues in our first fall. We could see up to 3 falls in this contest. Owen Hart with a nice dragon screw takes down Jericho. Oh, and rips the leg completely away. Owen Hart, trained by his father, Stu, he knows how to manipulate and torque and hurt the body. And that's exactly what he is doing right now as he looks to close in on the first submission of this matchup. Tried for a gut wrench. Jericho counters him. Oh, nice drop. Knee to the midsection. Owen with the lockup. Jericho kicks him to the midsection. Scoop slam attempt. No, Jericho over the back. Goes from behind. Forearm shot to the spine by Jericho. And again, another forearm shot to the spine. Now grabbing Owen by the back of his head, but Owen counters with 3 different elbows to break that hold by Jericho. Nice clothesline by Owen Hart, taking down Chris Jericho. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh my goodness, no. That's the move that paralyzed Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Chris Jericho could very well be in the same situation here as Owen Hart turns him over. He's got him in the sharpshooter. Could we see our first submission of this match? Referee checking in with Jericho. What will happen? Nope. Jericho freeing himself from the sharpshooter, and this first fall continues. We are tied at 0-0 here in this week's main event of WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. Owen Hart ducks underneath, and they catch him with a nice belly-to-belly throw, taking Chris Jericho down, driving that forearm, the point of the elbow as well, into the skull of Jericho. But Jericho countered. Nice counter. He's out to the floor, and he's going back under the ring, looking for more plunder. Oh, the hockey stick gets taken by Owen Hart, and now he's on the offensive with the hockey stick, but Jericho puts an end to that very quickly. Russian leg sweep by Chris Jericho takes down Owen Hart. DDT on the outside mats. Again, as a reminder, no countouts, no disqualifications. The only way to pick up your fall on this one is submissions. It was heavily debated, I will tell you, in the Fantasy Warfare offices, whether or not they make DQs and countouts a part of this matchup. And, there's one side saying, well, it's not going to be a hardcore match. It's all about technical wrestling and submissions. And then somebody else on the other side of the room said, yeah, but WrestleMania 13, Steve Austin and Bret Hart was supposed to be all about submissions. We let them brawl all over the place, and it's an all-time classic. And then the rest of the room was like, you know what, that's a good idea. So that's how we arrived at that one. Vertical suplex, stalling style by Chris Jericho on Owen Hart. Drops him down after letting all the blood rush to the skull of the King of Harts. Now dragging him out away from the ropes. Jericho gets taken down with a nice kick by Owen Hart. Shot to the mid. Oh, nice standing enziguri by Chris Jericho. He heads back out to the floor. He's going after that hockey stick. He knows a thing or two about hockey sticks. His dad, a famous NHL player, Ted Irvine. Irish whip off the ropes. Owen picks up the hockey stick. He's swinging it wildly. Jericho takes it away from him, hits him in the midsection, and then tries for the spine, but Owen moves. Owen counters that, knocks the hockey stick loose. Short arm reversal by Jericho, boot to the midsection. DDT on the mat by Chris Jericho. Jericho now trying for the Lion Tamer one more time. Can he get the submission out of... No, Owen counters that one fast. About as quick as Jericho put on the Lion Tamer, Owen Hart countered it. Nice springboard drop kick by Lionheart. He picks Owen back up to his feet, going for the double underhook. Could it be the double underhook power bomb? Oh, double underhook backbreaker. Beautifully executed by Chris Jericho, who now is armed with that hockey stick. Down across the torso, and again, Jericho relentless with that hockey stick. Carrying out a brutal assault at the moment on Owen Hart. Damn, that stick is like indestructible. Jericho dragging Owen a little further away from the ropes. He's going for, nope, not going for it this time. Owen kicks him away after the Lion Tamer attempt. DDT by Jericho drops Owen Hart in the corner. Jericho rolling him out to the center. What's he going to do here? Try him one more time. No. Owen Hart says no way, no how. Nice Northern Lights. Stomp to the midsection by Owen on Chris Jericho. And now he goes for a simple camel clutch. Wrenching back on the head. Jericho's in a tough spot right now. Owen's got it wrenched, but Jericho finally frees himself from that one. I thought we were about to see our first submission of the matchup here. Nice belly-to-belly side suplex by Owen Hart on Chris Jericho, dragging him, or trying to drag him away from the ropes. Owen going to the legs of Chris Jericho, waiting for him to get up though. What's he going to do to him? Back up on his feet, sweeps the legs out, stepping through. Could this be the first sharpshooter? Yes, it is. He's got the sharpshooter locked on. And Jericho taps out. Owen Hart gets the first fall in this one, and this match continues. Chris Jericho now needs to pull the next 2 falls in a row in order to become the victor in this one. Owen Hart only needs 1 more submission after he just made Chris Jericho tap out to the Lion Tamer. To the sharpshooter. What is wrong with me? Oh, jeez. Hockey stick shots by Owen Hart doing devastating damage to Chris Jericho, but Jericho slamming Owen Hart off the guardrail. Hurricane Rana takes him down. Does Chris Jericho to Owen Hart. Suplex attempt on the floor by Jericho. Forward or backwards? Which way are we going to go? Well, we're going to stall it first. That's what we do know for sure. Stalling suplex by Jericho. Down goes Owen Hart. Owen springs back up to his feet, though. Nice nip up. Sent Jericho into the guardrail. Nice European uppercut. One more time on Chris Jericho. Jericho now picked up. Backbreaker by the King of Harts. Suplex attempt, Fisherman's, nope. Small package, doesn't do you any good in a submission match, but a nice technical counter there by Chris Jericho on Owen Hart. Owen Hart, boot to the midsection, sends Jericho into the guardrail at ringside. And another backbreaker for Chris Jericho once again. That's 2 different backbreakers so far, and that's a perfect offensive maneuver, especially when your finishing hold, your submission hold, is the sharpshooter. Hard shot to the spine by Jericho on a downed Owen Hart. Owen up on his feet, gut wrench suplex takes him back down. What's a gux? I don't know, guck. A guck wrench suplex. I made up a new move. It's a guck wrench suplex. That's right, suplex. You got to do a sh at the end. It's not X anymore. It's sh. That's right. I created a new move right here, right now. The guck wrench suplex. I did it. Congratulations to me and to all the viewers here at Fantasy Warfare. We did it. We created a brand new move. Owen Hart working over the legs of Chris Jericho on the floor. Owen is up 1-0 in this matchup. Jericho needs 2 submissions in a row to be able to walk out of here with a victory this week in Fantasy Warfare. Owen is in the ring. Here comes Jericho. Owen grabs him. Oh no. Pile driver on Chris Jericho. Jericho came running with the steel chair. Owen hit him with a pile driver. He's dazed and confused, sweeping the legs out, going for that second sharpshooter submission. He's already got one under his belt. Could he get another here? Jericho's in the center of the ring. Yes, he does. Tap out city for Chris Jericho. And Owen Hart sweeps this one 2-0 in this 2 out of 3 falls submission matchup. That was our main event this week here in Fantasy Warfare. As you take a look back at some of the highlights of this one, what a matchup it was to bring things to an end for our 2 weeks of viewer choice matchups. But I'd like to thank you all for joining us for another episode of WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. Don't forget, next week will be the Best of Fantasy Warfare Volume 1, the top 10 most watched matches, and then Friday night, July the 28th, 6 p.m. Eastern, right here at youtube.com/FBloodyBillBox. It will be the season finale of WWE 2K23 Fantasy Warfare. But until next week, I am Bloody Bill Box, and I thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.